If you hood educated, I'm glad you made it. Allow me to unfold my knowledge, wisdom, and understanding from a hood brother's point of view to all of you, here, there, and everywhere. Now check me out.
From Memphis have been federally convicted for murdering a fellow gang member they thought betrayed the gang. Edward Allen, also known as E-Money, and DeAndre Rogers were high-ranking members of the unknown Vice Lords. In 2019, the gang's leader and his girlfriend were killed. The gang came to believe one of their own was responsible. 5 days later, Allen, Rogers, and a third gang member named Vincent Grant killed that person. Grant was convicted last June. Allen and Rogers will be sentenced in May. They face up to life in prison.
What it is? Hey, this shit is on again. Big P is on again. Y'all know what's up. Hey, we finna get this shit poppin'. Man, it's all day birthday day. Hey, man, y'all come on out and celebrate this shit. Cause we finna turn the fuck up out here in the M-Town. You know what I'm saying?
Red bottom down.
And right near you. So y'all know what it is. Come on now, show y'all love. You don't fuck you. We still gonna turn up. You know what I'm saying? Cause this what it is. Birthday day. Yeah. Celebrate. Yeah. Drink, eat. Yeah. Take your ass home. Anything else. Yeah. Gonna be a funeral. So y'all better take your ass home. So we turning up around this bitch. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Y'all know what it is. Hey, I got my people. And man, me and my people finna turn up. Everybody invited. I love all y'all. Black people. Hey, turn on y'all ass. Yeah, keep on looking. Yeah, keep on looking. Yeah, it go all the way to the back.
It go all the way to the back.
We gonna keep going. This shit go all the way to the back. You know what I'm saying? Black and gold never fold. Black and gold never fold.
Man, where them ghosts is at, man?
From the city to the M.
Make sure y'all be up here, man.
Everywhere, Knoxville, wherever, bro. We all here.
DNP, Texas, man. We up here.
You know what I'm saying? Y'all know what it is. And I'm flossed out on you, bitch ass nigga. Take a look. Take a look. Yeah, bitch y'all shit. Take a look.
Whole lot of gang shit, bitch ass nigga. Yeah.
Cold-blooded demonstration. To you young brothers that are a part of these gangs, to you classic brothers who are a part of these gangs, for you brothers who are in leadership that are a part of these gangs, you gotta understand something. What happened to that brother, the leader, Terry? What happened to him? It can happen to you. And listen, you gotta think something. You gotta understand something. If they will kill their own leader, you can only imagine what they'll do to a foot soldier. You see? You only can imagine. So if you are a foot soldier in the gang, look, you can just imagine what they'll do to you, right? Now, I know a lot of y'all probably saying right now, hey, hood educated, you know, that's them over there, man. You know what I'm saying? My gang will never do that to me. Well, I guarantee you, the brother, the 5-star universal elite brother Terry, he thought to himself that his own gang would never kill him. That probably was the last thing he would have ever thought about. And the guy that killed him thought the same thing. Hey, these guys ain't gonna never find out that I killed them. They ain't gonna kill me. I'm in a leadership position myself. You see? But no, they killed him too. So look, check it out, man. Like, as horrible as this is, this just shows you the nature of gang banging and gangs right now today in this day and age. You see, they killing the leadership. And this is not new. For all of us that have been in gangs, you know, for a long time and back in those 80s and 90s and stuff like that, listen, killing the leadership of a gang is common. You know, a lot of us don't want to admit that, but come on, if we just keep it 100 and we keep it real, killing the leadership of a gang is common practice in gang banging. So you gotta ask yourself, for all of you who are still participating in this madness, if the leadership can be killed, what does that say about you? Do you think you could be killed? You see, if they can kill the leader, look, you don't stand a chance. And I know a lot of y'all might say, well, hey, hood educated, why would somebody want to kill the leader? Listen, y'all, it be so many reasons. There's not a reason to kill somebody, you know what I'm saying, that I believe in, unless you touching on kids and you taking advantage of women. And I don't like bullies and all that old type of stuff neither. I don't like people that oppress people. I don't like those kind of people. I don't like somebody that put their foot on the neck of already oppressed people. So for them, look, I can care less about that, right? But you think to yourself, what could a leader do to have his foot soldiers or his second in command, somebody that's next to him, kill him? Power. People want power. And if it's not power, jealousy, envy, the leadership can say the wrong thing. The leadership can, mess with somebody's woman. You see, the leadership cannot be sharing the wealth or displacing the money of the gang. All type of stuff that gets the leadership killed in these gangs. Y'all, get in the comments. Some of y'all are a part of these gangs where y'all leadership was killed or y'all leadership was almost killed. You see what I'm saying? That is a common practice in gang banging. So now, according to reports, in this demonstration here, it was all about power. The man that killed Terry wanted his power. He was a high-ranking unknown vice lord, and he wanted the power that Terry had. And in order for him to get that power, he had to kill Terry. But according to court documents, this man right here was so cold-blooded, he was finna start a whole gang war with an innocent vice lord fraction. Because after the murder of Terry, he told the other unknown vice lords, hey, the traveling vice lords are the one that killed him. So that night, the unknown vice lords and the traveling vice lords had a shootout down there in Memphis, Tennessee. And after that, the unknown vice lords was doing drive-bys on the traveling vice lords, thinking, all because of this guy told them that the traveling vice lords killed Terry. You see? So, glad that ain't nobody get killed from the traveling vice lord side. Glad ain't nobody get killed. But once they got to doing their own homework, the unknown vice lords I'm talking about, once they got to doing their own homework and doing research, they come to find out that this guy, the second in command, he is the one that killed Terry. Cold-blooded demonstration. And so after finding out what happened, after finding out that he killed Terry and his girlfriend, they killed him in the worst way. I'm talking about broad daylight murder, right? Because he's still up under he's still thinking that they don't know what happened. So they call him and say, hey, look, check it out. Come rap with us. We're going to go over here. Come kick it with us. He get in the car. He riding with him and everything. Literally, he known they taking him to his death place. They got him behind a building down there in Memphis. Broad daylight. Gunned him down. Left him there in front of everybody. You see, as a message that, hey, man, listen, we are not playing no games down here. This guy right here killed our leader, and he was about to be our leader, but we killed him too. Cold-blooded demonstration. But this is what happens in gangs, right? When people get jealous and envious and stuff like that, then you're going to have this type of stuff. Like back in the day, back in the almighty Vice Lord Nation, the organization, not the gang, but the organization, the righteous vice lords, was a beautiful thing, or is a beautiful thing. Because these brothers right here was taking care of their community. As a matter of fact, these brothers was the type of brothers that if they caught you selling drugs in the community, they kidnap you. They kidnap you, pistol whip you. Hey man, don't come over here no more selling no drugs, bruh. You come over here again selling drugs, we gonna kill you. You see what I'm saying? These type of, if you went into a vice lord neighborhood trying to pimp, trying to do anything illegal, they was on your ass. And they'll tell you, hey listen, you come back, we gonna kill you. Because we all about uplifting the community, right? That's what they was about. But being that the vice lords wasn't selling drugs and all that old type of stuff, the bad vice lords who were selling drugs, the vice lord gang members who were selling drugs and robbing people and pimping, they was getting money. And when they was getting that money, they was getting guns. So they was coming back through there where the righteous vice lords was at. They come through there, spray the whole spot up. Hey, listen, we ain't playing no games neither. We want this area over here. Then not only that, they got the money, the women, the jewelry, and the trinkets. So now all the young vice lords is looking at these guys over here, the vice lord gangbangers, and saying, hey man, wait a minute. We poor, broken, starving over here trying to be righteous. I'm finna go over here and get me some money and get me a fine woman like he got. You see? And there it is, y'all. That's when you start seeing the corruption of the almighty vice lord nation. When you put money, drugs, guns, women, and power, that's a recipe for destruction. Ain't nobody following no rules and regulations no more. These guys over here, the vice lord gang, they got money. Man, you see that Cadillac he pulled up in? You see that Rolls Royce he pulled up in? You see that big old dookie rope he got on? You see? Yeah, nah, man, look, hey, y'all cool, all right, righteous, but hey, I'm going over here where his money at. They got women. You see? And so that right there corrupted the nation. All that stuff right there corrupted the nation. And that's why we have what we have now. The almighty vice lord nation, I'm talking about as a whole, is corrupted. Look, I gotta keep it 100. It's corrupted. I would say probably out of 100%, 20% of the nation is still righteous and doing things the right way. 20%. 80% is corrupt. 80% is killing each other. I'm talking about vice lord on vice lord crimes. It's killing each other. You see, back in the day, that was something that was unheard of. You looked after your brother, no matter what school of thought he was from, where he was an unknown, a conservative, a mafia, a traveler, a four-corner hustler. They was like this here. But see, money, power, drugs, women, territory corrupted all that. And that's why we have a gang of vice lords right now today killing each other as if they real ops. You see? So, in this situation right here, y'all might ask like, hey hood, how did they even get caught and all that type of stuff? I'm gonna tell you. The vice lords got the telling on each other. This is common. This is practice. I mean, this is normal practice in all the gangs. Gangs tell on each other all the time. This is not nothing new. This is just what happens nowadays. All that loyalty stuff is out the window. That stuff is done. All that I'm gonna go down for your murder and all that is out the window. That stuff is done. So they get the telling on each other. And when they get the telling on each other, I'm not talking about the brothers that's locked up. I'm not talking about them, the brothers that's locked up for killing the man that killed Terry, the leader of the Vice Lords down there in Memphis, or the unknown Vice Lords down there in Memphis. They stayed solid. They ain't said nothing. But it was other members of the unknown Vice Lords that started telling. And started telling the police everything. Hey, this is what happened. This is why we did that. We went over here and did that. That's how they know everything that happened. But not only that, you know, the police, they did their homework too. The brothers all on the phone, texting each other, talking about this, talking about that, talking about nation business on the phones. And they got them phones and started, you know, connecting the dots, started using that GPS system up there, tracking them and saying that, oh no, when Tim got killed, y'all was right there. You see what I'm saying? Y'all was right there when Tim got killed. Not only that, but then you got some other unknown Vice Lords saying that, hey man, look, yeah, they was there. So they got corroborating evidence, putting them at the scene of the crime and everything, y'all. So look, let me say this. And I gotta be 100 with y'all when I say this. The Vice Lords that I'm talking about, you know, the school of thought or the branch of Vice Lord, that's the branch of Vice Lord that I come from. I'm not gonna lie, y'all. It's hard for me to talk about the unknown Vice Lords like this because, you know, just because I come from that, you know, ever since I was 12 years old, it's like, you know, you don't want to talk bad about your cloth. You don't want to talk bad about where you come from and who you is and what you represent. You don't want to do that. Being that you done put in so much work, you done put so much time in. You don't want to do that. But I gotta be 100 with y'all. I gotta be truthful, right? I gotta be truthful. Do I agree with everything that them brothers did? No, I don't agree with none of that. I don't agree with no gang bangers. I don't agree with gangs, period. Whatsoever. However, the righteous brothers, I'm talking about them righteous Vice Lords, GDs, Crips, Bloods. And when I say righteous, I need y'all to understand what I'm talking about. These are the people that they are a part of that, but they uplift their community. These are the people that put back into the community. These are the people that don't agree with none of that madness. You see? They don't partake in anything illegal. These brothers is tax-paying citizens, but they are who they are. You see, I have no problem with the righteous brothers. The righteous brothers don't have no problems with me. It's you gangbangers, man. It's y'all. Y'all don't see what's going on. Listen, if you are part of any gang or organization, as a matter of fact, listen. When I was coming up in the almighty unknown Vice Lord Nation, we would never identify ourselves as a gang. Never. The GDs wouldn't. The Stones wouldn't. The Kings, they wouldn't. Nobody would identify themselves as a gang because we understood that gangs are illegal. We understood that. But not only that, the truth is we are not gangs. We are nations. Organizations who was built to, like on a Panther type demonstration, who was designed to help the community. That's what we was all about. The literature tells us that. Listen, if a Vice Lord is in the comment section right now, a GD, a Stone, anybody that's a part of an organized organization who has now transitioned into a criminal organization, anybody who's a part of that life, they can tell you, if they go and read their literature, they will tell you that my literature says I shouldn't be trying to kill people that look like me. My literature tells me that I shouldn't be selling drugs in my community. My literature tells me that I should be protecting the women, protecting the children, not turning the woman out, making her a prostitute, dogging her, leaving her, you know what I'm saying, in a single home and stuff. Nah, It goes against all that. It goes against everything criminal. But like I said in the beginning, it got corrupted. You see, it got corrupted. And you got some righteous brothers. I'm talking about from disciples to peoples. You got some righteous brothers that are still holding on to the literature. They still holding on. And they still doing what they forefathers designed for them to do. And that's to uplift and be fruitful in your community. To love your brother and your sister. Them brothers that I'm talking about right there. I respect and I honor those brothers. But you gangbangers. Listen, let me tell y'all something. You're gonna learn. And you're gonna learn the hard way. Because just like the vice lords is killing each other, you got disciples killing each other, you got Crips killing each other, you got Stones killing each other. You see? That should tell you right then and there, as soon as you join the gang and you saying, wait a minute, hold on. So we vice lords, but we don't like them vice lords over there? Nah, man, them niggas over there, man. We don't damn them niggas. That should be red flags, and I'm talking about alarm signals should be going off saying that, wait a minute then, hold on, this ain't what I thought it was. If we don't like our own kind, like, hey, wait a minute. I can see if, we don't like them over there. They in a whole different gang over there, and we don't like them. Okay, they ain't like us, right? Our colors is this, they colors is that, so we opposites. Okay, but if you got internal beef, you vice lords don't like these vice lords over here. You disciples don't like these disciples over here. You got black disciples killing black disciples. Gangster disciples killing gangster disciples. Stones killing stones. Lords killing lords. And foes killing foes. And foes is a part of the vice lord nation. But the foes is so deep, they can kill each other. That's crazy. That should tell all you brothers right now that's a part of all that madness. Hey, listen, I'm going the wrong way. I'm in the wrong thing. Because the literature, it don't tell you to do what you guys is doing. The literature don't agree with you. So how can you say that you are real if you're going against everything that was laid down to you? Everything that the organization was designed for, you going against it. How could you say that you real? You not real because you shot your gun and you done killed somebody. You done sold some dope. You done sold a woman. You got a few dollars. That don't make you real. That don't make you real. If you saying that you are part of an organized organization and the literature is laid out before you, and it tells you and it directs you, hey, listen, this is what we do. We go this way. You're supposed to go that way. But if you say, nah, I like this, but I'm going to go this way, you fake. You ain't real. I got to be 100 with you. I know some of y'all finna be mad at Hood Educated. You going to cuss me out, call me dumb, stupid, old, all that. I understand all that. But the truth hurts. The truth hurts you. And you need to get back on that righteous path, because if you can see, I'm talking to all my organized organizations. If y'all got eyes to see, you can see that, hey, listen, doing this gang thing is not going to pan out for you. Gang banging and doing everything that's criminal and illegal is not going to pan out for you. It's right before you. Just look at all the other guys that are in the gang that's gang banging with you. They dying. They going to jail. They getting shot. They getting told on. They getting backdoored. Everything that harms is coming to you. Everything that causes misery is coming to you. So don't sit up and act like, nah, it ain't gonna happen to me. Nah, cause I'm man, shit, I'm this. All of them said that, but it happened to them. This is Hood Educated, not Lame Related. Peace and love, and y'all take care of yourself out there. If I said anything that caused you to think, hit that like button and subscribe to the channel if you're not subscribed already. And if you're feeling generous, please make a small donation to the channel. Peace and love. it.